guys, this is Ariana once more. You haven't seen me in a little bit because I have been very busy and under the weather, but I'm back to answer a question that a lot of investors and people who have a second home have asked me concerning renting their property. Most people are afraid of putting a tenant that is not qualified, and so they have a property sitting there draining money because they're not making any money. You still have to pay taxes and maintenance fees on a property, even if you have a property that's paid off in full. Usually, and most people I know, buy the second property to make money. And if you don't have a tenant giving you income, you're not making any money. So don't be afraid. Listen, you have to go with your gut instinct. You have to find a managing property that will work with you. And what I mean about working with you is that there's a lot of sophisticated managing companies out there. And there are some people who just don't care who they put in your home. So you have to find something that is in the middle of the middle range that will work for you. Now, if you are very A-type and you have your house neat and everything is functional and is ready to be rented to the highest bidder, then you could go for a managing company that will demand a lot of these tenants. They'll ask for all kinds of background checks, which we do, but very extensive, very nitpicking on their credit report, a lot of money down, a lot of deposits, a lot of restrictions. And you can do that when you have a nice property that you have put a lot of effort into maintaining. Now, if you have a middle range property, then you should have a middle range assessment of what you put in there. And now, if you have a property that is run down, then I'm not saying just take any one. But then again, don't be so picky, because if you're not willing to come out and fix toilets, fix things that are broken down, and these tenants don't call you, then it will work for you. It's a mutual agreement. Now, according to what you put out there is what you're gonna yield in renting. So don't suffer anymore. Don't have an investment property sitting there, a second home that is not producing any money. Interview several managing companies, and you don't have to be very extensive. You could pick up the phone and talk to these people, and at first you will get, if you feel comfortable enough to tell them the actual condition of your property, your actual situation, then it's a good fit. If you feel that they're snobby, they're looking down on your property, look, every penny counts. Every penny counts, and we'll make money. Brokers, real estate brokers, managing companies, we make money. Even if it's a dollar we didn't have before. So don't think that we're gonna see your property less valuable than other properties, that yours is not so valuable to us because it's not gonna yield so much income for us. But every penny counts. If you have someone who understands this concept, it will work with you. For example, and what I mean work with you, not only that sometimes you have a property, but you don't have the income, you don't have the funds to fix this property, and you have some there's some minimal things that you have to do by the law, and we do, and we have to, but we could find a way of finding the money, negotiating with you, so we could find the funds to fix a property, so be able to rent, and we both can profit. Anyhow, that was my answer to a lot of people who've been asking me. I want to rent my property, but I'm afraid to have tenants that won't pay, and then I have to evict. There's always a risk. Even people who have a fabulous credit, who have never done that, who have never walked out in a lease, might do that to you. You never know. People's situations change, so everything in life is a risk. Go ahead, take a little risk. It is calculated risk, so the chances that are happening to you are less. But if it happens, you live and you move on, and you'll find another tenant who want to live in your property. Well, see you next time, and I hope this tip has helped.